You are developing a game. A lot of errors occur and you start thinking, shit, what did I do wrong? Has this ever happened to you? Or maybe you spent weeks trying to solve errors only to be baffled when another programmer debugged them only in few seconds? Programming is hard. We've all messed up with programming before. Maybe you tried something too hard for your skills. Maybe you don't know how to start or how to code what you want to code. So today, I'm here to teach you how to create your first game and how to start your programming journey. Okay, enough drama for today. I'm the CEO of Mondial Electronics and you're watching the first video of this tutorial series. We will release a game really soon, so don't forget to smash the subscribe button and to press the bell behind to know when I will upload a new video. Okay, this is the first video where I'll show you how to make a game. I chose the mini golf game because I thought you will learn a lot of new things and how to use them with this project. Enough talk, let's set the environment. Okay, after you're done doing this, you have to create a sphere, which is going to be our player. Now, we have to create the scripts. Let's call it player movement. And let's go. Okay, so today we are going to see if player press W or A or D to know what action the player must do. So we have to check if W is pressed. Okay, now let's add some variables. We will need a variable that will be the max amount because we don't want to go too fast. Okay, we have to do this with the A and D. Okay, we are done doing this, so let's make the variables public to see them in the inspector, and let's test if this is working properly. Let's put the script on the player and let's set the max amount to 2000. Oh, sorry, the main camera was not pointing to the player. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's working. Okay. Right, done. Let's add a rigid body to the player. Rigid body, it is what makes your game look realistic. Rigid bodies enable your game object to act under control of physics. Okay, now if we are pressing the space, we want our player to move, so we need to add a rigid body variable calling RB. We have to assign it right there. Okay. Now, when we press space, we want to add some relatives force with the forward mount, 0 on I, and the left mount on the Z. Okay, when we want to do this? When our player is not moving, because if it is moving, the golf logic will not be respected. Okay, and when it is not when it's moving, we want to set them to 0, like that. Let's see if it works. Let's try this again. Okay. Now we have to make the camera script, call it camera follow. Okay. There we'll need the transform of the player in order to do that. We are going to assign it in the start method function. Now, what you want to do is to make the camera follow the player. Okay, we are going to make a vector tree called look on object, and there we'll make the difference between player dot position minus transform dot position, the camera position. After that, we are going to make the camera position equals to look on object that normalized. Okay, and vector 3 player last position equals to player that position minus look on object that normalized, or distance from object, which is going to be an variable. Let's make it public so we can set it through the inspector. Okay, and after that we have to make player last position dot I equals to player that position plus distance from object slash 2. Okay, after that transform that position equals to player last position. What's wrong there? Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. Player position dot I, sorry. Now it must work. Yeah, of course. So let's see. Sorry, I didn't add the camera follow to the script to the camera. This is why it doesn't work. Let's set it to 6 because we don't want the camera to be right in the player. Okay. So the camera works. Now let's set a hole, because we need to hit it to win the game. Okay, I've done it by adding a cube, because we don't want to complicate things too much. After you are done making this, you need to add the tag, the hole tag. If you don't have it right here, you can add it through the add tag button. Okay, now let's go to into the script, and let's add void on trigger enter collider call, and we are checking if call that game object that tag is equal to the tag you've put it here. We are going to do something. So before doing this, you have to go to the hole to set its trigger. After you are doing this, you have to go to the player on the rigid body and set it to interpolate and continuous. Okay. Now let's set the canvas with an UI text to display when we hit the hole. Okay, after you are done doing this, you have to go to the script to add the public game object win text. Okay, so in the start function, we are going to deactivate it, because we don't want to see it if you don't hit the hole. We are going to do this with the set active function. And in the on trigger enter function, we are going to say win text that set active true, because we win. Now let's go into the inspector, and let's assign the text. Okay, let's test it. So it works. Now let's add the last thing. Let's stop the time when we hit the hole. We're going to do this through the time that time scale equals 0.0f. Okay, let's test it again. Perfect. This was the video. Thank you for watching, and I would like you to leave in the comment section what would you like to see on my channel.